Today, we're going to rapid fire through romantasy books that were so addictive, you literally would have had to tranquilize me to get me to stop reading them. Listen, I don't know what exactly Kaylee Smith puts in her books because when I was reading Phantasma and Enchantra, I literally felt like I was taken to another dimension. Like you would have had to pry these books out of my hands to get me to even pay attention to anything else that day. Phantasma follows our necromancer FMC, a phantom MMC, and they're participating in trials in a haunted house based on the circles of hell. And then Enchantra takes place on the Italian countryside in a palace with a different mortal FMC who actually gets dragged into the palace to play a deadly game with a family of wraiths that is run by a devil from hell and then watched by the citizens of hell. Every book so far in the Legendborn cycle by Tracy Deonn truly turned me into like a feral homebody hermit creature because each time I started one of these books, like you couldn't have paid me to go outside in the real world to actually do anything else. You could have said to me, Mackenzie, Justin Bieber is literally outside and he wants to say hi to you. And I would have been like, well, you can tell him I'm busy. Anyway, here our FMC is in an early acceptance program at UNC Chapel Hill, and she quickly becomes involved with the Legendborn Society, which is a secret society full of magic wielders that are the actual descendants of King Arthur and the Round Table, and their entire purpose is to protect humans from demonkind. The Magnificence of Death by Rhea Rainwater truly is a book that once you start reading it, you will not want to put it down because the writing in the story will actually take a physical grip of your soul and never let it go. Here our FMC is cursed with immortality, and our MMC is Death himself, and they form an unlikely alliance when Death has finally come to collect what he believes is his due, and that's her soul. I have to assume that S.T. Gibson laces the pages of her novels with like dark magic because there really is no other excuse for just how quickly I inhale her books. But today we are specifically talking about Savage Blooms. This is a dark erotic romance that takes place in Scotland, and it follows our four main characters as they become quite entangled with each other and they begin to uncover the dark ancestral sins that tie them all together, as well as the sinister ancient fae magic that is brewing beneath the earth and bringing them together more than they ever thought possible. Is Nightshade by Carrie Lake short? No. It's actually not. Did I still binge this in one 24-hour period? Yes. Yes, I did. I binged this, I believe it was a Saturday into Sunday, and I did not really sleep much, but I physically could not stop reading the story. Here our FMC finds herself in the Nightshade realm, aka Purgatory, after her father's mysterious unaliving, and here is where she meets our MMC, who is a morally gray, raven-winged harbinger. Yes, you heard that right, with more secrets than you could ever imagine. And I can't really say too much more about the story without giving spoilers, but what I can tell you is the love story in this is so forbidden that it could literally shake the heavens. And finally for this list, we have Heavenly Bodies by Imani Iryu. I don't really know exactly what happened when I was reading this, but this book like took over me fully, body and soul. Like literally nothing else mattered. In this book, we have a celestial magic system based on astrology and the stars, and our FMC is actually a runaway princess, and the reason that she's running away is because there was a prophecy that stated that she was going to fall in love with a star, and it would be the ending of them both. Have you guys read any of these? Let me know in the comments.